Hello and welcome back everybody. Today we're here at Disneyland. We're going to check out some updates around the park. Tiana's Bayou Adventure literally opens up next week, 2 magic key holders. And we have a new a lightning lane development that we need to talk about, both good and bad. So with that being said, let's go have fun at Disneyland today. First and foremost, let's go head into DCA because I want to snag a cone, a mac and cheese bacon cone before the crowd comes into Oogie Boogie, which they already are. It is quite the busy mix-in right now as Oogie Boogie starts in about 3 hours or so. So there's lots of people dressed up here in DCA. All right, time for my favorite snack here in Disney, the bacon mac and cheese cone. I feel like I get this every time. Literally, there's not a trip to Disney where I don't get this cone. And Co, and you can see some of the merch is already discounted, 30% off all the Halloween candy corn spirit jerseys, and those would be, like it says, candy corn spirit jerseys right here. Although these are kid sizes, I don't know if it applies to adult ones as well. The Crocs over here are $45 for these Mickey's Pumpkin Patch Crocs. You can see very fun and festive. And additional discounts do apply. I just saw that, so your Magic Key discount will apply to that. There's a couple other things on sale too. And since Halloween's on sale, that means we got the Christmas merch out. And were these available last year?
They were, and I wanted them so bad, and they sold out, so I'm gonna buy them now.
Yeah, I think you were waiting for them to go on sale, and then, well, you know, they're gone. But now, here they are. When 2 holidays collide, Christmas and Halloween. Speaking of Christmas stuff, I did see that the castle already has snow caps on it when we're not even in Halloween yet. But let's go head over to Disneyland and check out Tiana's Bayou Adventure, as well as updates in regards to this attraction right here. I will say those Oogie Boogie Bash nights are no joke. It was extremely crowded inside of DCA, but I really wanted to get my cone. And now here in Disneyland, while yes, it does look a little bit more busy in here, it looks like everyone's walking out and it's plenty of walking room. Still up here in front of the Haunted Mansion ride as they are preparing this whole area for complete remodel. Don't know when this is going to be done. They've been utilizing virtual queue for Haunted Mansion Holiday because they don't have the entire standby area. However, there is one thing behind the walls that we can see because of how tall it is, just a little bit down this way. This Haunted Mansion gift shop really sprouted out of nowhere, really. We knew it was coming, just didn't know when they're actually going to start construction. And I'm quite impressed with how big this is for the small space that they have. This gift shop's being pretty large, which I'm excited about because Haunted Mansion definitely needs an exit gift shop and not one that's just all the way by Pirates of the Caribbean. So I'm excited for this thing to open up. Oh, look at that. Water is flowing inside of the flume for Tiana's here. That's exciting. We do know that they have been testing this with cast members, so I mean, rightfully so, because it does open up next week for Magic Key holders. So they're getting their last minute preparations done or the grand opening, which the grand opening is not until early November. These are more like soft, so we're going to see more breakdowns and whatnot. Now, while not all the construction walls are down in front of the actual giant mountain here, the actual walls are down where the queue's at in the entrance. So right here, you do have the warning sign, you may get wet and all the different restrictions and whatnot. If you move over a little bit to the right, you can see the queue situated here. It's an actual queue rather than just like you being led to one long giant queue. There's switchbacks and everything in here, seeming how Tiana's is going to be very popular. And I do like this nice little fresh theme for the new ride. They added some different elements in there as well that fit kind of the theme of it. This area over here is called the Children's Garden, so you can see there's different gardening stuff. There's some onions, some celery, some Brussels sprouts. It's a really cute queue. I like how they're adding their theming elements to it. And obviously, oh, they're doing a test run, I think. I don't know, I guess I'll have to head back over here to see if we can catch one of the logs going down. But yeah, this queue is nice. Some more elements right here. These are all gardening tools and everything. It's crazy to think that we'll be in this queue within a week and a half or so. October 21st is the official first date for Magic Key holder previews. And those will be accessed via virtual queue early in the morning or at noon. and they do it every single day, but keep in mind those times are selected. Some of them start at 3 o'clock. Others go all day. Some of them start at 3 o'clock until 9. So just keep an eye out for the Disneyland app. But they do start on October 21st. Kind of get a good look into the first portion of the ride. Oh look, if you look right there, there's a hidden Mickey right there above the red door. That's fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to finally ride this attraction. I mean, the Disney World one looks fun, other than the operations where it's breaking down nonstop. I hope that's not the case here in Disneyland, which I don't think it will be because they've had more time to prep. However, crossing our fingers. And the official grand opening is November 15th, so that's when the general public can ride it. Looks like they added some paintings here on the side of the front entryway. You can obviously see Lewis a part of that. And then here are the more themed painted gates. The queue gates. Yeah, and this kind of leads down to where that children's garden is at. I'm curious to know if they're going to be expanding the queue like a little bit further past the mountain, like they did with Splash. I would assume so, right? But just judging based on the cutoff right there, it doesn't look like there's, it looks like it ends right there, and that's the whole queue. So I don't know, because this surely can't hold like a 3-hour, 2-hour queue, just this alone. So we'll see. And then here's the grand reveal of the main entrance. The doors are shut right now, but will soon be open. It's all very vibrant and pretty. Really digging this a whole lot. Surely plenty of different Easter eggs inside that we can find inside the queue. There's a sign right now that I can see through here that says no lap sitting. So that's the only thing that I can read. And then attention, there's a 50-foot plunge ahead, which is something that we saw in the past as well, and now they have changed the theme. And then they do have like the little magic band / pass scanners right there for Lightning Lane. I like this archway though. This archway is kind of cool, and they'll have like electronic wait times on those 3 screens right there. That'll be fun. Plenty of signs all over the place though, telling everyone when it opens up. But if you're a frequent visitor, then you get early access next week, which is one of the pros about being a Magic Key holder. Oh, you can see some posters in there as well for the exit ramp. Some New Orleans themed posters in there. Just different critters that we'll encounter inside of this ride. And then themed trash cans as well. Help keep our Bayou clean. Gotta love the themed trash cans. This is typically where the single rider entrance would be at for Splash, and it looks like they're going to continue that trend with Tiana's Bayou because they have an actual warning sign out here. So I would assume, other than because this is also like the handicap loading area as well, they usually would extend single rider through here, and then you'd cross over a bridge in the actual loading station. So we'll see if they have single rider. I would assume it'd be available though, and I'm sure somewhere on the website they already list it. But I really like the little revamps that they did in this area. Even just a change to the different lighting fixtures and everything. It's nice. And hearing the actual water flowing through inside, standing where I'm at right now, makes me very excited. The all-new Critter Club will also be opening up very soon as well. This will be opening up at the beginning of November. And then on the side of the Critter Club, obviously more theme posters with the different critters, Claude and the Bernadettes. And they have Mondo and his bongos, which is a very popular animatronic at the Walt Disney World version. Here at Louis' Critter Club. Oh, this is nice. It looks like instead of having a crowd inside after you get off the ride, it's going to be right out here where the photos are going to be at. Because with Splash, literally everyone was crowded in there, and it kind of made for a mess. So I really like how they moved the photos out here. At one point they were out here for the longest time, but you obviously had to go up to one of the cast members and ask to see it. Now they've moved back out here. And now I feel like this is a perfect time to talk about the brand new offerings as far as the Lightning Lane goes, because I did mention that Disneyland and Walt Disney World recently announced the fact that they're going to be adding on an extra Lightning Lane addition. Yeah, I know, it's a whole lot of confusion. Now, wow, this is very exciting to me because I have been vouching for them to add a premium experience. What I didn't want them to do is just add it on and not remove something. Let me explain. So they announced the Premier Lightning Lane, the Premier Pass, which is like $400 and you get access to every single ride, front of the line, at both Disneyland and California Adventure, one-time use. So if you want to not have to worry about getting everything done in a day and you want to guarantee your spot in every single ride, then you buy that pass. Pretty pricey, right? We know they're going to be charging a lot like this. However, what Disney failed to do is, while yes, they took a step forward, they also took a step back in the fact that they're still offering the regular Lightning Lane that's like usually priced at like 30 bucks. So not only are you paying $400 to skip the front of the line, you're really not skipping the front of the line. You're joining the already existing Lightning Lane queue, which can sometimes get up to like 20 to 25 minutes depending on the attraction. And not only that, it's interesting because like with standby, it's going to be even longer now. We all know once they added Lightning Lane that it made standby 10 times longer. And the reason for that is because they're selling tons and tons of Lightning Lanes, more than like what standby would be. So even though a wait may look like 10 minutes, it could be upwards of 30 minutes just because of Lightning Lane. Ever since Fast Pass went away, it kind of killed the system a little bit. Well, now, on top of that, they're making it a little bit worse. I'm all for the premium price of the Premier Pass because I think it's cool for people who are visiting from, you know, out of state, out of this country, and they want to make sure that they get every single thing done, so they're willing to spend $400 on an express pass like that, like Knott's Berry Farm does, like Universal does, which is definitely okay. But the fact that they're not getting rid of the already existing Lightning Lane, the $30 one, is kind of killing it because you're still waiting in such a long line with the other Lightning Lane people, if you guys get what I'm saying. I don't know, to me it's kind of like a messy move. Like I definitely think they should reconsider the fact of how many Lightning Lanes, as far as the single-use Lightning Lanes, they're distributing, if they are going to keep them intact with the Premier Lightning Lanes. I know, it's a whole lot of talk, and sometimes I feel like it's really hard to understand the changes that they're making here at Disney, but that's why I try my best to like keep it real with you guys and explain in detail as much as I can. But that option will be rolled out later this year and can be expected in Walt Disney World as well. Well, this is definitely when two holidays collide because you can see that the castle is already getting filled with snow, and soon you'll start to see all the decorations added and everything. Because we're close to Christmas. You know, Disneyland doesn't rest on Christmas. You already see that there's merch out. And now, obviously, the putting a period in place with the snow caps on the castle. Since it's the lowest wait in the park right now, we figured we'd pay our respects to Bert. Not, I mean, he's still alive, but, you know, he's the icon of this attraction. If you guys don't know who Bert is, it's that little bird who you hear playing over the audio cue nonstop. Excited for a drive on Autopia. Oh, I don't know if it's showing or not, but Savannah just corrected me.
His name is Bird, not Bert.
And I thought his name was Bert, so.
Because he's a bird.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought Bert was like a play on like words or something like that, you know? Bird. Gotta love it, and it's nice when it's beautiful weather outside and we get beautiful views like the one right in front of me. Matterhorn, look at that with the sun setting. You can kind of see the blue lighting inside. It's so beautiful. Oh, and here comes monorail. Within the next few weeks, this giant Mickey pumpkin head will be gone. Although, you can buy one inside of any of the Disney stores right now for $15. It's on sale. Their own little small scale version. We're heading out, and the afternoon crowd, or the evening crowd I should say, is coming in since everybody's off work and school and everything. There's lots of people. Oh yeah, and DCA just closed because Oogie Boogie Bash is going on over there, so they close at 6 today. So huge line behind me to get into Disneyland, but we're headed out. I think we can go ahead to Knott's Berry Farm right now since we have the pass, and it's literally like a 15-minute drive up the way. Make sure to subscribe with those bell notifications on, and leave this video a like if you did enjoy it. Follow us on all of our social media, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this quick little update here from Disneyland. My name is Scott. You've been watching Exploring Attractions. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody. Sometimes I just freaking suck with this YouTube thing in my outros.
Sometimes?